Hello everyone, welcome to this update. Just to give an update on Typhoon Krathon. So it's a very strong typhoon there, and as you can see on the satellite, it has an eye already there, so it's a very big violent system already, and it's affecting very heavily like the islands in the northern Philippines, especially like Basco and Palawan, especially Basco. It's right on the eye roll there, so those areas are getting hit very hardly by this typhoon. It's category 2, I think now. So, but there's some intense winds and very dangerous rainfall occurring there around Palawan, Basco, even the northern Philippines. So please stay safe there. And it's already happening, so the chance you watch this video during this typhoon is very slim, but please know I'm thinking of everyone there and stay safe during the storm. But one place you still have some hours to prepare is Taiwan, because the track here shows that you will almost pass over Taiwan, a little bit weaker, but you will pass over Taiwan and go north into the East China Sea. So here, for example, they have this getting all the way to like violent typhoon by Monday. So tomorrow's Monday. It's now a very strong typhoon already. You can see an eye, so it's a very dangerous system. Might be some major to almost catastrophic impacts in those islands, but like major impacts, because like a category 3, very strong typhoons, like a category 3, I think. So it's like 130 km/h gusts sustained wind. So, and it's forecasted all the way to 140 mile/h gusts sustained wind. So that's like category 4. That's a very violent typhoon. So please stay safe. But luckily, before it gets to Taiwan, it shows it at weakening to 125 mile/h gusts. Let me see if I put this in kilometers. So here, because that part of the world is mainly kilometers, so it's now violent typhoon shows 220 km/h gusts sustained, and now it's already like 195 km/h gusts. So please stay safe in those islands. I know it's already happening very heavily, but continue to stay safe. This is a very serious system. And even after this is gone, be careful with dirty water, with damage, and please stay safe and have something to eat and to drink. So some models take this towards Taiwan, then go to the East China Sea there, maybe affect Eastern China or South Korea later. So let's just quickly see like what the European shows. So it shows this passing over Taiwan. So it's now there, like some very high, more than 100 km/h wind gusts, even more than 140 km/h wind gusts there. And then it has this passing, like going further east, a violent typhoon, and weakening a little bit before it gets to Taiwan, but shows more than 216 km/h gusts, passes over Taiwan, weakens a lot, but leaves some very high gusts in those southern islands of Japan. And then it has a really weakening, like turning to a front in the East China Sea, and then affecting like Eastern China or South Korea. So please stay safe in northern Philippine Islands and Taiwan. So then the GFS has this there, passes over Taiwan, but gets very disorganized. It then kind of dies in the East China Sea, but might affect South Korea or Japan with some rain down the road. So please be careful. And there's the icon here. Better now this map to see the rain. It shows like the violent typhoon there passes over Taiwan, but weakens a lot, but leaves some very heavy rainfall. Might leave a lot of storms in the southern islands of Japan, maybe affect Japan or some other areas with rain later. But the icon is bringing this back south and like turning this into a storm again. So I don't quite trust that, but you never know. So let's see, the rain accumulation until Friday shows those islands more than 185 millimeters. In Taiwan shows more than 400 millimeters, according to the icon, 300 millimeters. Then it has a lot in those southern islands of Japan, all the way from Miyakojima to like Kagoshima. So please be aware of more showers and storms there. But this is the icon. The European has further west, but going eventually to southern Japan, more than 100 millimeters by the end of the 5-day period. And the European has like more than 800 millimeters of rain in southern Taiwan. So this will cause some hyper catastrophic flooding, 800 millimeters. But this is just one model run. This could be less than this, so nothing certain, but it shows 300 millimeters on the northern Philippines, so please stay safe there. More than 200, 300 in those islands affected now, and please stay safe. There's the GFS. It shows more than 500 in Basco, in those islands now, 600. In Taiwan, it has like 500, 400. So please stay safe. Major flooding expected in Taiwan. Some storms to the southern islands of Japan. This might affect Japan eventually. So please stay safe there. And let's see, still some heavy rain near other parts of Southeastern Asia, like Northeastern India, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and it's like northern Thailand and Laos shows some more heavy showers and storms, but especially like Northeastern India near Bangladesh, more than 300 millimeters, northern Myanmar, southern China, and a big area of Northeastern India and Western Myanmar. So please be careful there. More rain and some flooding in those areas. Some scattered to isolated showers and storms southern India, Sri Lanka. Passing showers in the Maldives, might be a storm or two. Some more showers and storms like tropical weather in Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines. So be aware and please stay safe with this system. This will be a very damaging system. So please stay safe. And now let's just see what's happening in the other tropical areas. So here in the Atlantic, we still have all those areas to watch. There's Joyce and there's Isaac, and there's this area right at 90% chance of formation there, expected to maybe become a hurricane, and there's this one at 30% chance of formation there, main development region, so very active there. This one in the Caribbean still like 50% chance of formation, so we're still monitoring for that, but please be aware. Let's see in the Pacific near Mexico, 50% chance as well, so be aware in Mexico, and nothing crazy. So let's just see like what might happen. I'm going quicker today because we don't have much time, but let's just take a look. Shows Isaac there, keeps going, might bring some rain to like Northern Europe later. There's Joyce, it kind of dies, and there's the next hurricane, shows a big hurricane by the GFS and goes north later, and there's like another system following it, might be small. And then there's the system, the Caribbean, the GFS is forming one near Central America, and a quick one in the Gulf, like a tropical storm. So be aware there, but still uncertain if this will actually form or not. But let's see. There's the 12C European. It does show Isaac there. Keeps going. Wait, let's see. Why does this take so long? So here, so there's Isaac, keeps going, and the other system in front of it to affect Europe. And let's see, there's the next hurricane forming. The European strengthens this up a little bit later, but still a major hurricane. Then the European forms another one later, close to the Caribbean, but this might eventually curve north instead of going to the Caribbean. But we better watch that closely. And then there's the Gulf and the Caribbean, shows something going in the Eastern Pacific, and the Gulf still uncertain, shows more of a disorganized system there in the Gulf and the Caribbean, so nothing certain there, but we'll keep watching. There's the Canadian, keeps going with those systems there, the first one, the second one, some big hurricanes, and the Canadian even gets this closer to the Caribbean by October 9th, but still nothing that concerning, but we better watch. And forms something on the Eastern Pacific, better watch for Guatemala and Mexico, and tries to form something in the Gulf, but very, very disorganized. So we'll keep an eye there and stay safe. Now, the next 5 days of rain in the Atlantic shows more throughout Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua. So please be aware there of more heavy rain, some flooding, some areas. So especially along the Pacific side as this system forms, might be some heavy downpours Mexico and the Gulf as well. Might have some more rain. Some passing showers in the Eastern Caribbean. Storm or two in Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, and Cuba. More storms near the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, and southern Central America and northern South America. More showers and storms. Some showers in the Bahamas, maybe a storm or two, and Florida, some storms. So be aware, but especially in Central America, be careful of the rain. The GFS shows the worst further north between Mexico and Guatemala, and the icon shows like a lot scattered in those areas. So be careful of showers and storms there. And yeah, so this mainly it. Stay safe. I just want to highlight something here that we might need to watch. So here's the global outlook that they updated, and for this week too, they show still more potential the Caribbean, the Eastern Pacific, and the Atlantic for those systems forming. Some tropical cycle probabilities there. And week 3 from October 9th to the 15th still shows probabilities in the Caribbean more than 40% and the main development region. So we'll keep monitoring there. And shows also something starting the southern Indian Ocean. So week 20% probabilities there. By week 3, a week 20% probability in the Bay of Bengal to watch as well, in southern Indian Ocean. So we'll keep an eye on that. And stay safe.